Uh, yeah, it's pretty quick. I mean, to me, it means a lot just because individually I put in a lot of work. I'm saying I try to be the example as far as like how much work I put in. Sorry, he's making a lot of noise. Tell him to give us a second. I put in a lot of work individually, but being a captain more so like a team thing. Like everybody feels a certain way about you as far as like how you carry yourself in your team and how you lead this team. So for me, just even last year, kind of like Deion Dawkins speaking on it on his behalf was saying like he felt like I could have been a captain last year, and it meant a lot to me then, and it means even more now. Just as far as being acknowledged by your peers, not only your peers but your teammates, the guys that you ride for every game, in practice, and the fact that they trust you. They trust you in the biggest moments, and they trust you on a daily basis that you're going to do the right thing on and off the field. So, yeah, I was happy.
Some people questioned before you came here
Yeah.
who you were as a teammate. Does that kind of give you some validation for people who doubted you, probably didn't know you, just made assumptions based on circumstances?
Yeah, I mean, prior to it, it was fair for me just because coming from my old team, up to me, I hate talking on old stuff, but up to me wanting to leave and wanting to go to another place, I was a great teammate. It wasn't until I wanted to, do something else is when I became a bad teammate. So, as far as like when things are going good, it's all good until it's not good. So for me, even then, I always try to play with a chip on my shoulder and lead my team the best way I know how. And kind of coming here, and I had a fresh start. It was fair for people to make their assumptions or their assessment from outside looking in. That's fair. I just look at it as in when I get there, I'll show them who I am and we'll go from there. So, I mean, as far as like my new chapter with my new team, things are going pretty good, trying to keep it that way.
Is that hard to balance at all of knowing who you are and showing that to a new team, but also like you're figuring out this organization, you're getting to
Yeah.
know everyone here at once?
Yeah, 100%. Just, I mean, a lot of people speak on like mental health and things to that latitude. Just as far as like a lot that could have broke me as far as like going to a new team and things couldn't have went well, or things could have went a little shaky, or I couldn't have had the success I had. So I'm more so thankful now. But at this point in my career, I've tried to earn the respect of my peers. I try to earn the respect of my coaches. And I feel like having that new start was more so like God putting me in a new position to be like, all right, show them who you are. And they embraced me. And I was just thankful that they embraced me and they didn't judge me. They didn't have like put me on this pedestal or in this bad place of this is the kind of player he is, so let's treat him this kind of way. No, I just came in here and tried to earn the respect of my teammates and my coaches, and it ended up going well.
Was there a moment when you were like, okay, this was right, I can feel it now, or
Yeah, I don't know. Like when I met Josh, like in that summertime, I kind of felt like embraced. But when I got around the team and training camp and then the first game and that kind of thing, after a couple games, I kind of felt like, damn, like it's kind of like my new home. In the beginning when I was scared to be the redhead stepchild. But now it's just like after those couple games, I was like, damn, like this is my new home, and they did embrace me. So embrace the process, love the process, and enjoy your new teammates.
How do you find out you're a captain and anyone congratulate you afterwards?
We were just in a team meeting. They voted the day before, and then like not just like the players, but the coaches congratulated me, and like I was kind of taken back a little bit because I've never been in that role. I've never gotten voted a captain. To be my first time. So I'm embracing this new journey myself. Try not to do nothing different, but more so understand that part of leadership is you need to be accountable. Not only on the field but off the field, and how you carry yourself. And I'm a guy that brings a lot of juice day in and day out. So I'm gonna be the guy I am, and I'm gonna just try to carry it that way.
to clarify, sorry, I don't know this.
Take your time.
Captain in college or high school or anything like that?
In high school, but I mean, in high school, the best player would be the captain. So, matter of fact, I don't even think I was a captain then, but you had to ask my old coach. But this mean a lot to me. This mean the most to me up to this point.
Why do you think now is the first time?
I don't know. I didn't do enough of the right things. Maybe it was just a situation, or maybe even with my old team, we had a lot of older guys on our team, and I was pretty young. So, I was at the right place at the right time.
What do you feel like is the number one attribute of a leader?
For me, you have different kind of leaders. I actually was reading up on that as far as like guys who are vocal. You got guys who are vocal, and you got guys who lead by example, and you got guys who do a little bit of everything. But for me, like a true leader is knowing your teammates. You got some guys that you can scream at, you can cuss them out, and they'll react well. Then you got to know a guy that doesn't react well to that. A guy like Josh who has a lot of energy. He's playful, but in a game as being a quarterback, you might have to have his back and just be like this. Let's all settle down. You know what I'm saying? Just take a play. Your next play, your best play. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to get riled up too. Everybody does. Everybody has a lot of energy, but different people lead different ways, and being able to know your teammates and know what they need, that's a leader to me.
Stefon, you mentioned the whole redheaded stepchild thing. Before you got here, were there ever any moments of self-doubt before you kind of felt, oh, okay, I blended here. This is great?
Nah, as far as like my confidence, I never lost my confidence, and it's a thin line between being confident and cocky. Like, prior to coming here, I was just confident in my ability, and I knew what I could do, and I knew what I could bring to a team. But I had yet to put that on tape. I had a little bit of success, but statistically, my last year was my best year in Minnesota, and I was more focused on this next one, that last year. So it was just more so like believing in myself and understanding where I am in my life, where I'm trying to go, and what I'm gonna have to do to get there. So I'm kind of on the back end of that. Progress throughout my life, and just like going into this new season, we didn't get as far as I would like to go last year, so I'm more so focused on what things I can do better, how I can be a better teammate, be a better player, and just keep progressing. Yeah, I think it was Leadership for Dummies and stuff like that, or like little quotes on Instagram or quotes on Google, just as far as like, this was before I even got named the captain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a little bit of it last year too, just going on a new journey, being around new people, because I was around the same people for years. We had pretty much the same team, so it was like I started all over again, and I wasn't a young player. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a rookie anymore. I was going into my 6th year. You know what I'm saying? So how can I be the best teammate I need to be up to that point? And it worked out. Yeah. Yeah. We had this argument all the time in the receiver room, and we talk a lot of trash because we go, it's 70% Diggs, play calling. It's 10%, or like 60 Daves. I think Josh gets the other 30, and then I get this small portion of just, but it's just them talking junk. For me, I feel like it was more so a tribute to everybody involved. Like, I got great quarterback play, MVP quarterback play. I got the line was protected, and we were in a predominantly throwing offense. And for a receiver, you want to be in that. You know what I'm saying? That's what any receiver's dream is. You want to throw the ball, you want to catch the ball. So for me, I just feel like saying what I said before, like I was at the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking all the credit. I was just getting open to catch the ball, doing my job. But my quarterback extending plays, Dave's calling hell of a games, and the defense playing well. It's a tribute to everybody. But for me, I was just doing my job.
Stefon, did you get to talk to Tua at all this weekend in College Park?
Nah, I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't even really see him. You know what I'm saying? I was on the other side. I think he was closer to the bench. I would have loved to talk to him, have a couple words before we played him in a couple weeks or whatever. But I love Tua. Even when he was at school, my brother had like a spring game or like an A-Day or something like that. And I think at the time Jalen Hurts was the quarterback, and we saw a little bit of Tua. And my brother was like, that's a really good quarterback as far as talking about Tua. And I was like, he looks good. I don't know. It was like, it's a warehouse over there. They got hell of a players, and he ends up in the league playing well. So that's awesome.
How'd the little brother do this weekend?
He did good. He actually, it's crazy. I knew the little brother. He actually threw to me a couple years ago when he first got to Maryland. So to see him out there running, scrambling, and throwing the ball like this, he's gonna be good too. They got a nice little family. You know what I'm saying? I was like, my brother made it to the league. I was like this. They might got something cooking over there in the Tua family.
What's the balance of watching last season, while also using it as motivation, or even an educational tool to learn from those experiences?
Just as far as like we know, being on the other side, like everybody wants to be the underdog. You know what I'm saying? People say they don't want to be the underdog, but it's easy being the underdog. It's harder when you're playing well and people know that you can play well, and then you got to live up to a standard of playing well each and every day, each and every game. So for us, last year is over. You know what I'm saying? We can't translate those wins, but what we can do is take what we this, you know what I'm saying, from the good side of it and translate it to this year, and the things that we didn't do well, keep it in the forefront of your mind. And we didn't do X, Y, Z well. Let's make sure that's one of a point of emphasis going into the year. And week 1, we can only start there.
What is it that makes it challenging being a favorite as opposed to an underdog?
It's just more so like I kind of say like accountability. You know, last year you don't have a lot of weight on you when you're the underdog. You just got to go prove yourself, and people counting you out, and that's what this game is all about. People like being like doubted, or like that kind of drives them. It's harder when you're not being doubted and people know you're good. So then you gotta prove yourself all over again each and every day. Like for me, I gotta not only prove it to the guys next to me, I gotta prove it to the guys across from me, the guys on scout team, like because they're trying to get better each and every day. And for me, I hate losing, so I wanna win.
Stefon, what do you imagine your first game ever in front of a full Bills Mafia crowd to be like?
I can tell you a story right now. Last year in the playoffs, right, we had it was the first time having fans, and it was like Gabe Davis can tell you this story too. Like I had a play where as though, I mean, it was like a drive starter, and like I kind of like got into the crowd a little bit, and then I dropped the ball. Like I think it got tipped, but I dropped the ball, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do the hyping the crowd up. So I think they'll just get hype on their own. So I'm gonna just focus on the game. But I'm excited. I think it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be loud. That's what people were talking about all week. Like you haven't had a game with the fans. I was like, nah, I haven't. But I'm actually just focused because I can't. Obviously, I can't do both.
How was your success?
Two more
on the
guys.
field? Your success on the field led to more marketing opportunities,
Mhm.
whether it's Jordan Brand or stuff like that. What's that been like?
It's been an experience in its own. As far as like playing well comes with a lot. You know what I'm saying? On the field and off. But as far as like with the marketing and that kind of thing, I kind of let that stuff kind of figure itself out. I'll be focused more so on the football. I tell my agency, my marketing rep, and everybody involved that let me do my job. You know what I'm saying? And I'll make y'all job a lot easier. Y'all go do your job. I'll just do mine, and I'll stick to the football. But I try to get educational pieces along the way, but more so, let me just focus on what got me here, not what, you know what I'm saying, the perks of it.
You say that you guys talk a lot of junk inside that wide receiver
Yes,
room.
whole lot of junk.
How much competition goes on inside that room?
Every day. I mean, every day is nonstop. I got B's telling me he's faster than me every day. He gets more open than me. Then I got E. He doesn't talk a lot of trash, but I try to get E going. Like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? I need you to run a little faster, old man. And E looks great, so it's like he knows I'm being playful, and he's still like, no, I got you. I said, I'm just kidding, E. But you can tell he still got that dog mentality. That he just got in the league or something. I'm like, I mean, it's a tough room. And then you got little Isaiah, but he's a hater, so he's not. You can't do no right in his eyes. And then you got like Gabe, and Gabe's a real dry, humor, sarcastic guy.
Where does that room's talent level kind of stack up from where maybe you could expect?
Shit, I've been in some good receiver rooms, as we all know. Like Adam Thielen's a hell of a receiver. I've been with like Mike Wallace. I've been with some guys. Cordell Patterson was a hell of a talent, like one of the most talented guys I've been around. So it's just this room is kind of like a little older as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm an old ass man now. Excuse my language, but I'm in year 7, and I got some older guys alongside of me and some guys that's trusted. So for me, it's a lot of talent. We got some young talent too. Gabe can do pretty much everything, and then we got Isaiah running around. You know, so for me, it's a very talented group, and I'm gonna try to do my best to lead the group to where we want to go.
Last one, you missed quite a few practices leading up.
Yeah, a little worried, huh?
No, I'm just saying that everything good, or any injuries, or
I mean, tell them that I'm hurting and I can't go.